Coming up next, there's first a Monday Night Raw review with Konnan and Disco, followed up by some AEW talk from the Roundtable, featuring Adam Demoy, Harry Ruiz, and Matt Trevino. You can get the rest of these full reviews at the Patreon site at patreon.com/Konnan and Konnan.me.
It was almost DEFCON 0 still on his level of intensity.
1,000% Mike Pence charisma.
Styles said he would love to help Truth show that he belongs in Rumble match while saying he's benevolent. Truth said he's a Capricorn. Pierce booked Styles versus Truth is a way to give Truth a chance to prove himself. Isn't Truth? Let me see this.
No, now wait. Let me.
Like, if we're doing logically here, right? How many times has Truth won the 24/7 title?
Yeah, a million.
40.
So why? So this guy would not just be in the match. He's like a 40-time 24/7 champion.
And bro, and here I do like the character progression and development of Almost, because he
you call him Almost?
Yeah, because he's almost ready. So he did this thing last week where while AJ Styles was wrestling, he said, come on, okay? Which was a lot better than what he's done, which is nothing. Then this week, AJ Styles goes, what's the word I'm looking for? And he goes, benevolent. And that's when R-Truth said that benevolent line. Right. Then he asked him if he was a Taurus. Then he asked him if he was a Taurus. He goes, no, I'm not. He goes, well, I used to have a Taurus with BG, and our car broke down, and then they just walked away and left him there talking. So sometimes Ronnie, I don't know how he makes some of this funny, but they give him the most ridiculous. Right, poor guy.
They have the interns writing for him. You know, it's like they have the new writers that are there on a trial basis. Hey, write some stuff for R-Truth. That seems like
Truth. You know what? Truth is like New Day. He just said, "F it." He just said, "I'm not going to make a wave. I'm going to embrace it. I'm getting paid." Right.
He's been getting paid forever there.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And all he's got to do is run around and do this 24/7.
And
so then we did Sheamus and Morrison. I did not see this match. I saw the finish, but I could have told you. So now we get more lazy booking here to fill time. Sheamus beats Morrison. So the Miz, after the match, tells Sheamus that you should have a handicap match to help you prepare for the Rumble, and Sheamus accepts this.
Yes.
Sheamus versus the Miz and Morrison in a handicap match, and then they beat him.
Right.
So then they beat him.
So here's what. So
all right, you good, Di?
Yeah, good.
So this was actually a good physical match, and I think Morrison was just trying to say, "Look, man, give me somebody good to work with, and we can go," because this was a good match. So he beat him with that white noise thing that he does, which looks really good. Then, of course, they challenged him to a fight, and just to show how tough this guy is, he said yes. Right. So now I guess to get their heat back, you have two guys beat this guy that's already tired. It's made no sense.
Accepted the match like an idiot and then lost instead of just leaving with the win.
Right. Did this benefited nobody?
Nobody. It made him look like an idiot for accepting his handicap. That's really. Oh God! All right. Okay. Backstage, Ric Flair showed Lacey Evans some moves until they were interrupted by Charlotte Flair. Charlotte told Evans to get out. She obliged. Rick said that just because she's a star now doesn't mean there's not a place for him in the locker room. He said if someone wants his advice, he's going to give it. Charlotte said Rick spent his money on everyone other than his family. Charlotte said it was cute when she was young, but Rick has gone from a legend to an old guy. Charlotte said she's not the bad guy. Evans hit Charlotte from behind with a woman's right. I actually like the name of that move, that thing, the woman's right. Evans kicked Charlotte, and Rick went to check on his daughter, but Evans pulled him away, and I saw this, and it's just like some corny. She's acting like so over the top and corny, like a caricature.
I don't understand. I'm not a big fan of her. They really like her. She's just too inconsistent for me. Some things she does good, other things she doesn't do that good. And but I did like, this is what I did like. I like Charlotte almost crying, getting kind of emotional, and Rick, just I thought it was very well done until she came in, and then and then Rick went to pick up Charlotte, and then Lacey grabbed him and said, "Oh, let's go. How do you do it? Woo!" And I'm not buying that,
Yeah.
Much like
I'm not buying. This is so absurd. There's no way Rick's going to turn on his daughter. I'm not buying that at all.
Much like the Buddy Murphy Aaliyah thing, people were complaining about it and saying, "Oh, it's gross. It makes me uncomfortable."
Wait a minute. Wait 1 second.
Yeah.
Aaliyah's 19 as a shoot. This guy's 32 as a shoot.
Yeah.
This girl's 30 as a shoot, and this guy's 70 as a shoot.
So
huge difference. They look like they'd be dating. Murphy and Aaliyah look like they'd be dating.
Right.
Like we could see them at a club somewhere. You ain't gonna. And if you saw Ric Flair with her, you'd think gold digger or some. You wouldn't think, you know
That's
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
Let me
saying.
ask you a
It's
question.
Or
gross.
granddaughter.
Yeah,
Is
it's
Aaliyah
disgusting.
dating anybody over there
Where in San Diego?
in WWE?
No.
Interesting.
You said before
Because there's a lot, you know, because now that she's in the business,
Yeah.
it seems like every girl in the business dates one
Right.
of them. Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah. My advice to her is never date anybody in the
of
wrestling
course.
business.
I don't want to
Ever.
date anybody in the business. I don't want
Right.
people.
Ever.
I want to get away from wrestling when I put them
Right.
home. You know,
I don't go to work
Right.
with somebody that I live with. It's like,
Right.
I need my space.
All right, so let me tell you that this is where they missed a thing here, right? So if the gimmick was now, you know, the truth, okay, go and prove yourself, right? So AJ's got a match here against Truth. Bro, AJ beats him in 2.5 minutes and
Right,
stuff.
very
bro,
quick.
all the time they did on this show and all the double matches and three. Bro, the gimmick of this should have been, all right, Truth and AJ get in there, and Truth throws away his goofy over-the-top character and goes out there for like 7, 8, 9 minutes, and they have a wrestling match and show.
Because they could have a great one, like they've had them in Impact before.
Right, they absolutely could. And it's
Right.
like, you know, he's going to be like, this would have been a good thing. Like, the announcers could have said, wow, look at Truth, you know, because, like, bro, he's just a caricature right now. There's no reason even putting him the guy in a match. He's just doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? So this did nothing. Because now
Waste of
Truth
TV,
can't prove
right.
himself because he got beat by AJ in 2.5 minutes. So, like every character,
And you could have turned and you could have turned the corner on Truth, where he starts getting a little bit more serious and a little bit more focused, and you know what I'm saying. But now
I
they
liked
just
when
kept
he-
him how he as is.
One of the only times that they tried to make him serious, it was already about 10 years ago when he turned heel on Cena and went for the belt. Remember that?
No,
yeah.
No, yeah, it was kind of
I-
like a 1 month program, but he was really good.
That's why
He was really
1
good.
month.
Yeah, but it's actually one of the things that got me back into watching was just
Now is that
flipping it
when
on,
him
seeing
and
him.
is that when like him and Morrison were a tag team?
That
I
was
liked them as a tag team.
that was the next year. Him and Miz teamed up
Oh,
against
okay.
Rocky and Cena. Yeah,
All right. So Alexa Bliss has delivered a promo on her swing set in the backstage area. She said, "Last week was so much fun," and asked the empty chair next to her if it saw what we did. Footage here of the fireball from 2 weeks ago. Bliss said she wanted to have fun with Asuka, but she didn't want to play nice. But neither did I, Bliss said. Footage aired of her possession moment, which included her hitting Bray Wyatt's finisher to win the match. Bliss asked if viewers liked her trick. She said he taught it to her and a lot of other things. She said she can't wait to see him again so she can thank him. She said she gets to win a shiny new toy tonight. Bliss said that just like last week, she doesn't feel like playing nice. Bliss sang Ring Around the Rosie and concluded with a Wyatt voice, let me in line. What'd you think?
What
She's
do you
doing it.
think?
Like, she acts very well in this gimmick.
Yeah.
Just to me, the gimmick is just, I don't think wrestling, where the ratings are right now and what the reason people don't like to watch this show, I just don't think this is a good, I don't think this is a good strategy.
I think it was good. I think it was good at the beginning, but somehow now they've drawn it out too long. Right. They've lost their way. Yeah.
Right. You know. So then Riddle has a gauntlet match against the Hurt Business, all right, and which is funny because you know exactly what's going to happen here, but Riddle's been beat like a million. How many times has Riddle lost like the past few months?
it's
I
pretty.
can't really recall
more
really
than
getting
he's
a win.
ever won. That's
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
really
So now,
really consistent.
so now he starts running through these guys in his gauntlet match. He beats Shelton and Benjamin in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Then he beats MVP in 7 seconds. Riddle rolled him on his heel hook and got the submission.
Bro, but let me say something. Did you see any of his match with Cedric Alexander?
No, that's what coming next. Riddle
Okay.
The third stage of the match is joined in progress. Alexander threw a great try. Okay, Riddle came back. Alexander went up and spoke to MVP and Benjamin before he was going to do a dive. And Riddle avoided whatever Alexander was going for. They rolled him into position for a triangle, and Alexander powerbombed him. And minutes later, Riddle rolled Alexander into a pin and got the 3 count. He defeated all 3 guys. You know what? Let me tell you what they've done here. That is good. Okay, is that all these Hurt Business guys are kind of over, and they've really done a good job of making you care about Cedric Alexander.
Right.
That's one thing they've done well on the show. They make him they didn't just stick him in the group and just have him be a guy that goes out there.
They elevated him.
They're making him the focus of the story.
And let me say what he's shown up for work, bro. He kills it on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, what a match he had. I actually watched it. What a match he had with Riddle. That was physical and good. I was very surprised. So people that are listening to this, if you want to see a good match, that was it.
Right.